Hey guys, what's up? Thanks so much for stopping by. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to just sit down and kind of do a cozy fall haul. I have a good mix of beauty products, books, home things, specifically home fragrance. I don't know about you, but anytime the seasons change, I just like to have my house scent match the season. Go ahead and start off with beauty items first. That way, if you're not interested in the other things, then you can just move along after the beauty. Also, if you are curious about any of my jewelry, it's all Miranda Fry today, with exception to this guy here. I think this is like the Stella and Dot Renegade bracelet. I've had this one for years, but everything else is Miranda Fry. I do have a coupon code. It's just my name that saves you some money. And I do believe I will be having a special day where I get an additional 5% off to give you guys. So definitely stay tuned over on my IG stories for that. I'm gonna kick it off with Ulta. I did a 21 days of beauty sale roundup video a few weeks back, and this was a product that I mentioned I was going to get right away. It's the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I ended up getting mine in light neutral. I've only used this about 2 times so far. I do like it, but the week that I bought it, we were kind of busy and I left the Ulta bag in my car, so I completely forgot about it for an entire week. So I do still plan on testing it, whether it's here on my channel or over on IG stories. I do really like the overall finish of it. It definitely is glowy. I have so many like tinted moisturizers and CC creams in my collection. If you guys are interested in some drugstore skin tints, I did do a video on that a while back that I'll go ahead and link up above. But so far, so good. I ended up not getting the Cover FX blushes and bronzers because so many of you guys kind of said that they were just so-so. So as much as I I was still very tempted. I swatched a few of them, but the shades that I wanted, I think it was either cinnamon or honey, was out of stock at my Ulta location, and I really wanted to see in person. So I was like, I guess it's a sign between that and you guys telling me it wasn't very good. And then the other product I picked up, this is actually my second one. It's from Tree Hut. It's the Desert Haze Shea Sugar Scrub. This stuff smells delicious. Apparently it's supposed to be a dupe of some scent at Bath & Body Works. To be honest, I kind of just stick to like the sanitizers, the wallflowers, and the candles from Bath & Body Works. I don't really ever purchase, in fact, I don't ever purchase moisturizers, body wash, body mist, anything like that. Not that they're bad. If you guys are hardcore fans of Bath & Body Works, I'm sure you already know the dupe scent for this, but wow, this stuff smells so good. My only complaint is that I wish it lasted longer. I need to go online and see if Tree Hut makes the same scent in a body butter, because I know that their body butters are good. I used them like years ago. In fact, I'd mentioned on IG stories, why is this hard to find now? Like, this has been out for years and years, and suddenly they've like really taken off, and they messaged me back, and I guess there's a huge hype for this stuff on TikTok. If you're looking for a great exfoliator just to remove like tanner, or if you just have really dry skin and you're wanting to buff it off, I really like the grit in this. It's abrasive enough to really buff everything off, but it's not so coarse that it's painful. It's very sweet, like candy sweet, but like warm, vanilla, sugary at the same time. The only thing is it just doesn't linger quite as long. Like in the shower, it smells amazing, but once I'm out and I dry off, I can smell it for maybe like an hour after my shower, and after that, the scent sort of just fades away. But the overall purpose of the product does a great job. Moving on to Sephora. I actually just demoed both of these over on IG stories today. This is the Shiseido. Now I can finally throw away this box. I don't know why I'm this way, but sometimes whenever I'm doing a haul, not that I do them too often anymore, I feel like I have to hold on to the box. Why? This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I got mine in the shade 320 Pine. It is the foundation that I'm wearing today. This was just a foundation that I've had on my loves list for a while. It's an Allure Beauty winner. The name just sounds amazing. I like the texture of it. I like the finish of it. It wears a long time, but here is my gripe. I just feel like I have other foundations in my collection where whenever I'm at like the, let's say 5-hour point or 5-hour time mark, I have other foundations that stay looking more like fresh and glowy. And I guess I just expected that out of this. With the name Self-Refreshing, I just thought it would stay really fresh looking all day. It wears a long time, it wears great, it stays in place, but it's just not quite as radiant as I want it to be. This was the one that everyone hyped about. Plus this one was an Allure Beauty winner. It's been around longer, but it's just, I guess, a mess up on my part. I'm sure if I purchased the regular or the radiant version, I'd probably love it so much more. It's not even that I dislike it, I just don't love it. So I'm gonna try mixing it with like Auric Glow Lust or my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, and I'm sure I'll like it more. However, the concealer in the line is beautiful. I love the way that it sets my under eyes. I don't really have to go in with powder if I don't want to. Today I did go in with just a tiny bit of powder because I'd put on like the lightest little layer of mascara on my lower lashes, but on days whenever I don't want to go in with any mascara, then I just don't even bother setting this, and I feel like it looks great. It doesn't stay super like wet or creasy looking on my under eyes, even though I have real rankly saggy under eyes. So this is just the Synchro Skin Self Refreshing Concealer. I don't think there's a radiant version in the concealer. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the concealer, there's just this version, and then in the foundation, there's the original and the radiant. It looks really small, but this stuff really does pack a punch. You only need a tiny bit. I do wish I would have gone with like one shade deeper. I was able to make it work, but on days where I'm like self-tanned, it's definitely way too light. I went with the shade 201 Light. Just has this really cool kind of hourglass doe foot applicator. It's tiny, but it's mighty. The last few beauty related products I have here are all nail things. I have talked about the Revel dip powder system over on, I think, both my channel and on Instagram quite often. I used to be obsessed with gel nails at home. I used to use the red carpet manicure system, but then for whatever reason, I started to get like really itchy. I wasn't able to handle it anymore. It makes me so sad because I love that stuff. But since then, I've moved on to doing dip powder nails at home. I know there's so many different brands out there, but I've really only dabbled in like 2 other smaller indie brands, but I have to say I've been so pleased with Revel. My mom is one of the pickiest people ever. I know she's gonna get annoyed when she hears this, but she is. Like, she has very high standards for beauty products, and I got her on the Revel train. She is obsessed. She does her nails all the time. I did pick up some new fall shades. I grabbed 3 different kind of sagey, mossy green colors. First up is Sage. Honestly, when they're just in this dry powder form, it's hard to tell what they look like, but I'll go ahead and post pictures of what they look like when they're actually done, just like stock images from the site. So I got Sage Wicked, which I think is such a cool, just like a dirty moss green color. And then just to do a cute little topper, I got the shade Moss, which is just tons of different sizes of like green sage mossy glitter. I thought that would be really cute just to kind of do an ombre sort of nail. And then this was a color that I purchased for my mom, I think during Christmas. She did my nails while we were visiting her, and I loved the combo so much. We did Bonjour with Striking. So this is the picture right here. She did both of our nails in the same color. But if you're just looking for a really cool silver, slightly holographic flecks of glitter, this one is the way to go. It's so, so beautiful. Today I'm just wearing, I think this is just called Barbara. It's just a black, but I love it. It's so, so shiny. The very last beauty product, this is something that I purchased from Amazon. I had bought one for my mom, I think last year for Christmas, just because she was doing her nails so often. And hers was actually a different set. I'm gonna go ahead and link both sets down below. To be honest, I think hers is a little bit better. This one still works just as good, but something about the weight of her drill, I just preferred a little bit more. So I purchased this to do, obviously, my dip powder nails, especially when using glitters, because some of those larger, chunkier glitters can get really textured on your nails. You can use a regular hand file to get the job done, but using a drill is definitely so much easier, especially if you just wanna go, around the edges to really smooth everything out. I really like to use this guy right here just to really get around the edges of my nails, because if those areas stay too chunky, then you're more prone to getting like nails that pop off. You want them nice and smooth and flat. And then sometimes if I get like a little bit too much powder that already set or cured underneath my nails, that rounded one is perfect to clean right under there. Now moving on to books. I mentioned recently that I've been really obsessed with the site betterworldbooks.com. Before that, I used to shop at half price books all the time, which I do still really enjoy, but the prices at Better World Books, it's amazing. There's such a good variety. Obviously, if you're going onto the site to like hunt down a brand new book, the price is still gonna be close to retail, but if it's a book that's been out for a year or more, you can get them for dirt cheap, like way cheaper than Amazon, half price books. Another site that I really like is Thrift Books, but lately I've been getting better luck at Better World Books. Plus they always have some sort of coupon code going on. I'm able to get anywhere from like 5 to 6 books shipped $20 to $21. It's a total steal. Not sponsored at all. I realized that sounded like a commercial, but no, I just found the site on my own and I've been obsessed with it. The first book that I got is Educated by Tara Westover. I've heard so many great things about this book. I can't tell you too much about it yet. I'm only 16 or 17 pages in. I will be talking about the 2 books that I recently finished in my upcoming September favorite, so stay tuned for that. It's about Tara, who's born into a family of survivalists. I hate to go too full in because obviously, like I said, I'm only a few pages in, but her dad is, I don't want to say kooky, but he uses the gospel, but like in a different way, more so to put fear into his children. Her entire family, they basically live in the mountains in Idaho, and she was saying in the first few pages how her and her siblings don't even exist, like for the government or anything, because they were born at home, they don't have birth certificates, they don't go to the hospital, so they're just literally living in the mountains as a survivalist family. So she never gets to go to school or anything until she's 17 years old. To that point, she just educates herself and ends up going to BYU, and that's all I know about the book so far. I've heard it's amazing, so I'm excited. The next book I got is called The Light We Lost. This was just another book that I had on my Goodreads list. Lucy and Gabe meet as seniors at Columbia University on a day that changes both of their lives forever. Together, they decide they want their lives to mean something, to matter. When they meet again a year later, it seems fated. Perhaps they'll find life's meaning in each other. But then Gabe becomes a photojournalist assigned to the Middle East, and and Lucy pursues a career in New York. What follows is a 13-year odyssey of dreams, jealousies, and ultimately of love. So many of you guys have recommended this one anytime I put up questions saying what's the last book that you read, so this was more so because y'all told me it was good. Next up we have This Tender Land by William Kent Krueger. This book is always recommended on a list whenever I say I enjoyed Where the Crawdads Sing. This one always comes up. This is a book about orphans in the summer of 1932. They escape a boarding school, just their journey of fleeing from the school and surviving. I've heard it's really good. I'm excited for that one. This is another book that a friend recommended. I typically don't read. I don't even know if this is necessarily self-help, but these sort of books, I just typically stick to fiction, historical fiction, thrillers, things like that. But I just added this one in because it popped up and I remember hearing the title before, so I was like, why not? Next up, The Broken Girls. This is another one where honestly, I don't even remember what this was about, but I must have put something else in my cart and this was recommended. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and add you to give me free shipping. It's a suspense novel and I mean, we're in spooky season, so why not? Have you read it? Is it good? If it is, let me know down below. Just don't give me any spoilers. So that's all that I have for books. Thank goodness I don't have a book YouTube channel because those summaries sucked. I promise I'm so much better when I've actually read a book and then I can give you my review and wrap up of it. But when I haven't even read them yet and I have a stack, I forget which is about what. Moving on to home fragrance sort of products. I went to Bath & Body Works and stocked up on wallflowers because they were on sale for $3.25. I had a 20% off coupon, so I was like, now is the time to stock up. I got a couple in sweater weather. To be honest, this isn't my favorite scent, but whenever it's first transitioning to cooler weather, I always think about this scent. One thing I will tell you though, the sweater weather spray hand sanitizer is amazing. It just smells so fresh and clean. I got several leaves because this is just an absolute must-have. Whether we're talking about wallflower or candles, that's one that I always have to have. Midnight Blue Citrus, if you really like the Capri Blue Volcano candles, this gives that same sort of vibe. This is definitely more of a bedroom or small upstairs landing sort of scent for me, not an all over the house. I don't know, are you guys that same way? Like I have to have certain scents. But Autumn Woods, this is a new one for me. This smells so good. But here's the thing, the wallflower is incredible. The candle is garbage. I don't get it. The candle has zero throw, but the wallflower, I don't even fully know how to describe it. It's fresh and clean, but somehow like masculine cologne sort of smell at the same time. Not near as cologne smelling as like mahogany teakwood. That used to be my ride or die scent. I'm so sick of it now though, I can't even handle it. I smell it and I almost gag. It's kind of turning into like Victoria's Secret love spell to me. Not that it smells the same, but that same sort of vibe where I've just smelled it for so long. Maybe after a year, we'll come together again, revisit and see how things go. But right now, even just like saying the name is like making me a little bit queasy. But back to the notes of Autumn Wood. Dark walnut, English lavender, and white amber. I guess musky is a better way to describe it than like a cologne. It's so good. This is a scent I could have all over the house and love. Another favorite is white pumpkin. I really like to have white pumpkin and leaves going at the same time, just because leaves can sometimes almost be too cinnamon fall-y, where you need something with a little bit of like a creamy note, and this adds to it while still having cinnamon and not like interrupting or clashing. So I got a lot of the same things. We have leaves, white pumpkin, autumn woods, a couple of fresh balsam. I mean, I typically save that for Christmas, but I just, that's another one that I really love. And then I also got champagne, apple, and honey. There wasn't even a sample for this. I have no idea if this is gonna be delicious or trash, but it says pink lady apple, sparkling champagne, and jasmine honey. I mean, that smells or sounds like it'll be fresh and crisp, so I guess we'll see. Now, before we move on to candles, I just quickly wanted to share the new Pura scents that I got. I had talked about Pura over on Instagram a few months back, and to be honest, I forgot to go back and give an update, so I need to do that. It is a pricier item, but they do have coupon codes, and I find that it's perfect for like a bedroom if you have a smaller living room, or if you have an upstairs or entryway where it's kind of enclosed. The Pura is perfect for that. My living room just like opens up into the kitchen, so I feel like it's too big for the Pura, but for our upstairs landing, it is perfect. You can smell it as you're coming up the stairs. Once you're up on the stairs, you can smell it. So it's perfect for like medium to small spaces. If you have a large space, you're definitely going to want multiple of the plugins, but the scents that they carry are just so good. They do collaborations with Capri Blue, with Nest Fragrances, various different brands. But one of my all-time favorite holiday scents is the Nest Holiday. That's what it's called, Holiday. My mother-in-law got me this candle last year, and I have been rationing this thing. I didn't realize until I was in Nordstrom, and then I saw that they sell a larger 3-wick one. This just screams Thanksgiving, Christmas, cozy, winter vibes to me. It has like a cinnamon sort of note like leaves, but it's not quite as crispy. It's just, I mean, Christmas is the best way to describe it. You kind of get some of that like fresh balsam pine sort of smell, but then you get cinnamon, you get this like creaminess to it. It is so good. I saw that they sold Holiday in the diffuser refill, and instantly I was like, yes, please. So if you've never seen the Pura before, it's this little plug-in. It comes with a nightlight. You can set a schedule on your phone. You can set a timer. You can change the light color. I purchased mine with my own money. I'm not sponsored by any means. I think if you sign up using my coupon code, you might get like $5 to $10 off, something like that if you are interested. Then I did get another Christmas one because I love Christmas. This is the Times Fraser Fir. I haven't even smelled this one yet, but I'm guessing, or I'm hoping, it's gonna be same sort of vibes as like fresh balsam. Yeah, it just smells like a Christmas tree farm. I love that, it's so good. Leaves is an absolute must-have. I'm sure many of you guys already know what this smells like. If you just want your house to smell like a cool, crisp, fall morning where you're walking through leaves and like drinking a cinnamon, maybe like not apple cider, but like something cinnamony and cozy like that, leaves is so good. And just like with the wallflowers, I really like burning leaves and white pumpkin at the same time. This just adds a little bit of this creaminess to it that just makes your whole house smell extra cozy. And we have, this one is called Fresh Fall Morning. Kind of smells like a very fresh, woodsy type of body wash, if that makes sense. It says citrus zest, woodland sage, red delicious apples with natural essential oils. Laundry day. I went on a wild goose hunt for this candle because the wallflower in this, like Autumn Woods, is incredible. It smells like you just have the freshest load of laundry going. It makes your house smell like it's freshly mopped. The wallflower is so good. Whatever happened to the candle, I have no idea. I typically never return candles that I've burned once. Autumn Woods, I bought 2 because I love the wallflower so much. I burned through the first candle, but then the other candle's untouched, but I'm gonna go in and swap it out for something else because, like I said, it was trash. This I burned for an hour, and I'm sorry, but it's going back. Because I paid full price for it. It wasn't on sale. I didn't have a coupon, so I paid the $24.50, right, that it is? Yeah, $24.50. I had no idea. I was talking to a girl at Bath & Body Works the last time I was there, and I was like, yeah, laundry day ended up sucking, and she's like, oh, well, you can return it. I already lit it, and she's like, no, as long as it's like more than 50% still remaining, you can swap it out. So I was like, I typically wouldn't, but for this literally smells like nothing lit. You can't smell a single thing, and I'm sorry for $24.50. You're going back, homie. Okay, and then the very final candle, this is Harvest Gathering. This is another like cinnamon, spicy Thanksgiving sort of candle. It says fresh picked apple, autumn berries, and clove buds. See, it's the clove buds that definitely scream Thanksgiving to me. But if you're only gonna get one candle out of here, I'm telling you, if you have yet to try leaves, get it. If you have tried leaves, but you haven't let it go in and marry white pumpkin, do this combo and your house will smell delicious. Oh, I lied. There is one other product. These are the Better Home and Gardens little scented wax cubes, basically like a Scentsy, except for at Walmart. These are, I think, $1.99 or $2.25, something like that. They're incredibly affordable. They melt so well, like one cube lasts forever. The scent Soft Cashmere and Amber is so good. It was actually a friend who turned me onto this. I had no idea, but Better Homes and Garden, they sell like their own version of wallflowers as well. The wallflower in this is so good. It's just a very clean and cozy sort of scent. If you like amber, you would love this one. You washed like your favorite baby blanket in just a creamy, milky vanilla amber laundry detergent. It smells so cozy. Like soft cashmere and amber. I have purchased candles in this before, and it's weird. The candles are very hit or miss. Some will have a strong throw, others you can't smell unless you're like right on it. But the wallflowers and the scent cubes are always so good. That guy right there is from Walmart. Do not go out and spend a ton of money on Scentsy melters, because those you can get for like 10 bucks, sometimes even cheaper, and they work just as well, just like with these scent bricks. I'm pretty sure like the Scentsy ones like this are anywhere from like $6 to $10, maybe $6 to $8. These are like $2, and there's so many different scents to pick from. They're yummy. All right, so there you have it. Wow, this was really long. I apologize. My cozy fall haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it because it does help my channel out. If you have some more time on your hands, you could always go check out one of these videos over here. I did recently post all about my favorite fall palettes. I'll be sure to link that video as well. And yeah, that's about it. So leave your book recommendations, candle recommendations down below for me and the class. That way we can share, and I will give you some book reviews / updates soon. So yeah, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Sorry that was so much cleave, and have a good day. Bye.